This is Kit Guru with Cooler Master in Eindhoven at the European headquarters. I'm with Chris Gough from their marketing team. Chris is going to take us through what we've seen today.
Okay, so what we've been talking about today is a little bit about making, about PC building, about the people in our industry who are enthusiastic, and about how we want to cater for that. We've had a look at a concept case, which we can't show too much of, unfortunately, with you. And this is a concept case we've designed much like a concept car to make something with no limitations, and that then we can take that and build the best features into our new products. So when we're talking about Cooler Master and our return to our roots and how we're going to do that in the future, at the moment we need to focus on the MasterCase. The MasterCase 5 is launching on August the 18th. This is currently the first product in what we think you're going to see as a really big shift in what we do. And it's not so much changing what we do, but really recognizing where we came from and catering towards that. Now, the MasterCase 5 is a very adaptable case. It can be a high airflow case with a mesh front panel. It can be a much more subtle case with a full front panel and top panel. All the drive bays can be easily removed and replaced, and we're not talking about moving it to 3 set places. We're talking about each individual notch here can be a different position. We really want people to have absolute control over what they're doing with their chassis. Now, when we talk about the MasterCase, it's the MasterCase 5. People are quite interested in this naming system because Master is really relating to our brand, Case is all about the product, and 5, this number means the size. So the idea behind this is when people look at something, they instantly recognize the brand, the product type, and roughly how big it's going to be. We've then got a good, better, and best system, which is our MasterCase 5, our MasterCase Pro 5, and our MasterCase Maker 5. Now, as you go up the chain, you have more accessories, more flexibility, more adaptability, and we're going to be, I think, having a bit more information on the website about that as well. So when we start to think about this return to our roots, we're not just talking about cases. I know everyone's really focused on the MasterCase 5 because we launch coming now, but really what we want to talk about is everything we're doing. We're talking about freeform technology, which is to give people absolute control over their form and function of the product. So as in how it looks and feels, and also how it actually works, the reality of it. So we've had a look at lots of different products. We've looked at a new prototype headset with removable drivers where you can change the sound from a pro audio type sound to a heavy bass sound for gaming. We've had a look at a mouse where you can move the sensor and change the shape of it to adapt to different hand styles. We've had a look at no-pal adapters where we can put 70 different models of no-pal into one by allowing the use of different modular parts to change completely how it looks. One thing we really want to focus on today is the Master Air Maker. Now, this is our new CPU cooler. This is the flagship model. Obviously, remember good, better, and best. And the Master Air Maker will be the flagship. Again, if you think about the name, it's very simple. Master, Cooler Master. Air, it's an air cooler. A Maker, it's the designation to let you know that it's the high-end model. Now, the Master Air Maker Air is actually going to have a lot of flexibility. You're going to be able to move around parts. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that so well. And again, this is a prototype product that we haven't announced or launched yet. But the most interesting part about this is our 3D vapor chambers. So this isn't just a vapor chamber. It isn't just a heat pipe. We're very famous for our heat pipes. We're well known for using vapor chambers in coolers, but what we've done is created a vapor chamber that almost combines the technology within the heat pipe and the vapor chamber itself. It's a much larger vapor chamber, and we've come up with a way, an internal structure of making sure that we can increase the amount of liquid inside and therefore increase the cooling ability. Now, this internal structure, much like a heat pipe, is coated with a copper powder to increase the surface area, but within this vapor chamber, you have many different poles, and each one of these poles is allowing, again, greater heat transfer, and it allows the heat to flow in more than one direction. A heat pipe heat will flow in one direction, and with a vapor chamber, it will flow in 2 directions. With a 3D vapor chamber, because we've come up with the technology to make them larger, it can flow in multiple directions. And then by combining this with traditional heat pipes, we can really increase the cooling ability. Now, this isn't a maker product. This is targeted towards the most enthusiastic people about this product. Much like the Maker MasterCase, the Master Air Maker is targeted towards overclockers. So a really good point about the Master Air Maker is the numbers. It's how high we can go when it comes to cooling. Now, normally we'll go up to about 200 watts TDP for most air coolers. This is a kind of average, a nice mid to high end. This one is going to go up to 250 watts. But really, it's targeted towards an ideal customer segment. Actually, we'll have a product that's ideal for someone who doesn't really want to do any overclocking. So we think from about 130 to 250 watts, this is perfect. If you're going lower than 130 watts, you're going to be better off with probably the Pro version. And then if you want something even more simple, maybe for an entry-level chip, which doesn't require much cooling, you'll have the Master Air itself. So again, Master Air Pro, and Master Air Maker for the beginners, for the intermediates, and then for the passionate overclockers.
Excellent, that was beautifully explained, Chris. Thank you very much. This is Leo Waldup for Kit Guru, Chris Gough for Cooler Master.
Thank you.